Welcome, everybody, to another episode here on the Eutaw Street Banter. What do we got, Elijah?
This week, we're going to talk about some news in baseball and what's been going around lately.
I'm going to go through some Orioles game recaps and let you know what you've missed.
I'm going to talk about some of the bullpen woes this season.
Can the Orioles finally win a game when Trevor Rogers isn't pitching? We'll talk about it.
And I'm going to discuss some of the problems that team's been having on offense.
Here we go, everybody.
Welcome to the Eutaw Street Banter Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode here on the Eutaw Street Banter Podcast. I'm Cody. With me, like always, is Elijah. What's up, man? How are you?
You know, not great, honestly. It's been a rough few days. And I know I specifically remember a segment that we had in the previewed, opening day episode we did, right before opening day. We just went over our optimism for the year, and I would say my optimism is very low right now, but I'll try to be joyous for all our listeners today, try to be optimistic, but I think I'm too much of a fan to be too happy.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the biggest issue I have is, I'm like, why do I let my hopes get up? And then another problem is, it's it's funny how the people on social media are like, I can't believe if you're getting mad at this team already, you're not a true fan. And I'm sitting here going, I feel like if you're not getting upset already, do you even watch the game? Do you care?
I don't think you're a true fan if you're just
you're okay with this. You're okay with Alonso striking out literally every time.
And see, this is the thing though. I would be okay with Alonso striking out every other at bat if those other at-bats he was doing something. Because, I understand the type of player that he is, he's going to strike out a lot. But you've got to be doing more than what you are doing to strike out that much.
And it's only noticeable. Alonso's only noticeable because everybody else is, except for Blaze Alexander. I mean, Blaze Alexander gets hit every time. He's...
And Leody Taveras.
Yeah, but Blaze Alexander's making Manny Machado plays at third base.
I'm going to be honest. I think you got to go one step past Manny Machado. That's like a Brooks Robbins.
That was crazy. And he didn't get play of the day. Cody Bellinger got it because he dropped the ball and then caught the ball. But we're going to get into all that. And this is probably going to be a pretty quick episode just because it's not a joyous one. I mean, we're going to get into it, give you guys some things that we're thinking about and some things that we see. So hopefully we can make this as enjoyable for the listener, painless and encouraging. Maybe.
There we go. Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got for this week in baseball, Elijah?
So I'm gonna be honest. There's not been that much really happening. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Baseball. This is the first full week of baseball we've had. There's not been too much crazy stuff. The Yankees are doing good. Some teams are doing bad. Some teams are in the middle. That's kind of the most news, but some stuff that has been interesting is some extensions have been getting thrown around, and one for a guy that we just saw, Connor Griffin. So he got a bag, $140 million, 9-year extension. That'll take him a few years past arbitration. And then also Colt Emerson for the Mariners. He got $95 million on an 8-year deal. It's just really interesting to see some of these guys. Griffin got his extension before he played a game. Emerson's gotten his extension before he's played a game. I believe Cooper Pratt, he's got his extension for the Brewers before he ever played a game. We got all these guys really getting all this money. And it's weird because you don't see a lot of times that you get players like that. But, I mean, even look at the Orioles. I mean, we gave Samuel Basallo a contract. And I know he had played, but, he'd been up in the big leagues for a week and a half.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, which it makes sense when you think about it, though. Because, just for example, look at Tarek Skubal. He just got paid, $33 million in arbitration, I believe. And that's just for 1 year. If you get a guy like Connor Griffin, who, let's be honest, his first year arbitration, he could get $20 million. You're going to be saving money in the long run when you don't go through arbitration 3 times. And each time it's going to get higher. And then you get a few years extra on that, too. And it's a no-brainer for the player because even say someone like a Colt Emerson or a Cooper Pratt, they're not expected to come up and be like Derek Jeter. At least Connor Griffin, he's getting comparisons Cal Ripken Jr. and stuff. He is supposed to be the Lord and Savior for this Pirates team. These other guys are going to be good. Don't get me wrong. They're all-star caliber talent, but they're not legit top one prospect. Connor Griffin's the number 1 prospect in baseball. Kevin McGonigal, if he got that type of deal, I don't think you're questioning it. Some of the other guys, you might just be like, he's still in Double-A. Why would you do that? But some of the thought process behind it, from what I've heard, is that it's believed by MLB executives that after this season, when the lockout is going to happen and the new CBA is going to happen, it's looking like there's maybe going to be some version of a floor and a ceiling, right? Salary cap's been heavily discussed all offseason. I think everyone's sick of hearing about it. But what they're believing is that contracts signed before the new CBA goes in place will be kind of grandfathered in, and that money won't affect it. So if you went, say you're the Pirates, and you, well, I guess really it doesn't matter. The Pirates are just doing this because he's a good kid. I don't think it's really the Pirates already. Say the Mariners that actually do spend money sometimes. If you go, say you already have Cal Raleigh, say you go get Julio Rodriguez, you extend him, he's going to get $200 million, $300 million. That's going to really put your price up there. But if you have this guy, Cole Emerson, come up and be a good player for you, you don't have to worry about that salary impact you down the line.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see how that plays into effect. That's kind of some of the bigger stuff, though, that I've really seen that's positive, I guess, this week.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of something not so positive, is Zach Eflin gets hurt. He's getting a second opinion on his elbow. As of right now, that's all we know. I think so he's getting a second opinion. I don't want to speculate. I just think he's done for a while.
I'll speculate. When have you ever heard it be good for someone to get a second opinion?
Second opinion. Oh, he's fine.
The first opinion was that he needs Tommy John. Guaranteed. That's the only reason why you ever go get a second opinion. The only option that I could imagine is that the second opinion is, oh, please hope we can just do the PRP injection and he'll be fine for it by August. He's not. I don't think he's pitching again this season.
Yeah.
So that depth that we have, it's a lot less now.
Yeah.
But Dean Kramer, welcome back.
Dean Kramer. Yeah. So that's a big one. And then another guy that's hurt right now, not as bad for the New York Mets, is Juan Soto. He has a mid-calf strain. Yeah, let's just dive into the fun, guys. I'm gonna do the quickest game recap you've ever seen in your life. So the Orioles, we had a 3-game series against the Texas Rangers. Of course, the first game we lost 5-2. The second game we lost 8-5. In the third game, we won 8-3. So we didn't get swept, so that's good.
Something.
Yeah. The 8-5 game was a little annoying because, when you score 5 runs, you would hope to win. But obviously you didn't. That's Eflin. And the biggest thing I want to talk about real quick on the Eflin thing is Eflin was pitching pretty well. He went to 3 2/3 innings. He only gave up 4 hits, 1 earned, but struck out 7.
Yeah.
So he was doing well. And then good old let me see if I can get his first name. Yarmel Geraldo. Can you hear him?
Geraldo. Yeah.
Yeah, he came in and just made sure that we couldn't win that game.
Well, are you? Yeah, because you were Geraldo's ERA on the season.
Yeah, it's like a 21.
Got a 21.60. Just nice, cool, even number there.
Yeah. So
it's sad, but like you said, you would hope that when you score 5 runs, you can win that game. The only thing that I don't know, it's a complaint, but not a complaint, is that that's the second time this entire season. I know we've only played 8 games or whatever. Second time all season though that we gave up more than 5 runs.
Yeah.
We've given up 6 runs and 8 runs, and other than that, we've kept them below 5 or 4.
So here's my problem with that, Elijah, is people that don't watch the Orioles. What do you think they think the Orioles' biggest issue is? People that don't watch.
Okay.
No.
I think it's pitching. To be fair, though, I watch the Orioles, and I think pitching's a problem.
Okay.
It's specific pitching, though. It's
okay.
There's aspects to it.
I think it's hitting. Because so people that watch the Orioles,
absolutely,
they know that we can't score.
Oh, absolutely.
Basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have it, but our runners in scoring position average must just be.
And okay, so we'll get more into this later with our offensive problems, but our runners in scoring position numbers aren't too terrible this year, which is shocking to me. I don't understand how, because it's just we're so. It seems like we're so god awful.
Yeah.
But with runners in scoring position, we have the 7th highest batting average in baseball.
Wow, it just feels like it.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't even
get
into that.
What got me was the game that we won. Evaldi is pitching for the Rangers, probably one of their better pitchers, him and DeGrom. And we actually beat up on him. We scored 6 runs off of Nathan Evaldi. But the biggest thing is Trevor Rogers is an ace. When he's pitching, you have a chance to win the game because he comes in, he does give up 2 through 6 innings. but he limits everything. Him and Albert Suarez did amazing in that game. Albert Suarez went 3 innings and got his first save of the year.
Yeah, only gave up a home run, but hey, it's still pretty nice. But do you know who has the lowest ERA, minimum like 100, 150 innings pitched since the beginning of last season?
Would it be Trevor Rogers?
It is. Do you know who's 2 and 3? The reigning Cy Young.
Wow, that's crazy.
Skeens and Skubal, they're 2 and 3, and then Rogers is ahead of them.
That's crazy.
He's great. Like, you got to think, he has a 180 ERA, and he still gave up like 3 or 4 runs because he's done 15 innings already this season.
Yeah. Then the first game of the Orioles, they go to the Pirates, and that you can either call that, basically it's the Connor Griffin game. It's his first professional game at Pittsburgh. Place was crazy. Kyle Bradish pitch. He struggled once again. Basically just refuses to go 4 innings.
And this is his problem, is if you look at the box score of his first start,
he does go 4 innings.
He went 4 innings this game. It's the second inning. That was his problem. He had 1 blow-up inning last game. In this game he had 1 blow-up game. It's just that 1 inning, and that seems to be a problem with a lot of Orioles pitchers, but just getting through that 1 inning, because realistically, he could have gone more. He threw so many pitches in that 1 inning. You can't expect him to go out there. You can't throw any more than that. It's ridiculous.
The bright spot here was Tyler Wells went 2 innings and didn't give up a run. So
first time all season.
Yeah, he looked more like Tyler Wells. So hopefully that.
Yeah.
Hopefully that goes. And all right. So the second game of the Pirates, we're going to move on. I'm not going to stay here too long. Second game of the Pirates, again, we lose again 3-2. This one was frustrating because we were winning the entire game up until the bottom of the 8th inning when our bullpen, Nunez comes in, gives up a run.
Which I'll come to his defense. He struggled with control because I watched that entire inning. Struggled with control. It's a good sign, though, because he did not give up a single hard hit ball. Yeah. Everything was weakly hit in the infield. It just, the defense, his own defense really failed him there. He had the ball right above his glove to get that final out, and it's really on him at the end of the day. But his stuff looked good. When you get 4 or 5 soft grounders in a row, that's a good sign.
Yeah. Boz, though, did well. He went 5 2/3. 1 unearned run, but it should be earned because the error was on Boz.
Yeah.
So you make the error, the run's on you. But it's okay. So he gives up 3 hits in 5 2/3, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. The biggest thing is this is still the Pirates, guys. Like you should beat this team. Just super.
I will say, you say that the Pirates have the longest win streak in baseball right now, and they're.
Yeah.
Did you not?
Carmen Mondonsky, whatever his name is. This is like the Orioles playing the Italy when what's his name? What's the guy who used to be Phillies, long hair? Now he plays for the Rockies. Oh man. It's who pitched against America in the Italy-USA game.
Michael Lorenzen.
Michael Lorenzen. We can't hit him. We got the superstar of superstars in USA can't hit him. But anyway, that's the Orioles facing this kid pitching for the Pirates, and my man strikes out 5 and
got a career 3.28 ERA, but okay.
Have you ever heard of him? No,
because I don't watch Pirates baseball. I'm just saying his stats aren't. No, he's got a better career ERA.
You're ridiculous.
Everyone on the Orioles.
You're right.
Trevor
You're right. He's going to win the Cy Young Award. He is probably the best pitcher we'll face all year. Yeah.
You're just frustrated at the Orioles. You don't have to take it out on me.
It's just frustrating. It's just I just never. I was getting ready to say the wrong thing. I was going to say I've never seen an Orioles team that can't hit, but this is last year. It's the same team. But moving on. Elijah, can you talk about our bullpen?
I don't want to, but I will. It's just, if you look at our stats right now, it's so funny. We don't have a single person on the Orioles pitching staff that's not given up a run this year. I'd like to know how many other teams. I know the Red Sox probably have the same thing because their pitching's been awful this year. But it's so interesting. Like Tyler Wells, he did lower his ERA today. Not today, the other day, but still very high, 5.79 ERA. Dietrich Enns, 4.15 ERA. Rico Garcia came into today's game. Sorry, he's not giving up a run. Sorry, Rico. He's the bright spot of our bullpen, apparently. Grant Wolfram, 5.4 ERA. Nunez, 3.6. Helsley, 3.86. It's just rough all around. Suarez has a 3, he only gave up 1 run. Grant Wolfram, don't even want to talk about him, 7.71. And then Geraldo's over 20. It's just awful. Because you want to know who has the third lowest ERA on our team right now?
Who's that?
Zach Eflin.
Yeah, I mean, the Orioles right now are in batting average against are 23rd.
Yeah, it's just, and like there's not even one spot to pinpoint it. Like you say, okay, Kyle Bradish, he had a rough inning yesterday, so that was his problem. Shane Baz looked really good today. I'll give it to him. He looked much better than his first start. I think Bassett might be able to figure out, and if our starters can limit some of the runs, and then maybe our bullpen falls in line. But I don't even know like what the issue is. I don't know what the pitching coach can really do here to try to figure it out. We got options to bring some people up. I don't know if we just got to start rotating some new guys in. Why not call up Trey Gibson at this point? What's to hurt from it, getting a younger guy? Some of our younger guys like Nunez in the bullpen's been better than anyone else. Like, why not call him up and see what he can do?
Yeah, I agree. I also would like to see. I feel like I'm going back to the well just to try this again. Elijah, help me with his name because I'm having a brain fart. Our lefty that he started for us quite a bit last year. He's a young guy. He's in AAA.
Povich?
Yeah, Cade Povich. He's on. They brought him up to taxi kind of with the team right now.
Yeah.
I think, man, he has power. I'd love to see him coming out of the bullpen, just at lefty out of the bullpen.
My only worry is I think, now, granted, I'm not a great baseball mind. Obviously, I'm not coaching in the big leagues or anything. I just am afraid he's got really good stuff. His fastball is it's like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. It's got ride, but still it's 90. I think if their goal for him is to be a reliever, I think he always has to drop his arm angle or something just to try to change some stuff up because a 90-mile-an-hour fastball doesn't work that well out of the bullpen most of the time. But I mean, if he could maybe work just with some of his other stuff and not rely on his fastball, that might be good. But I know he threw his fastball like almost 50% of the time last season. He threw it a lot, which it's a good fastball for a starter, not for a reliever. Which, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I just don't know. I would almost prefer to bring up like a Chase McDermott, which I know he looked really rough in spring, or even try to like a Brandon Young out of the bullpen or something. Or like I said, a Trey Gibson. Shoot, I mean, we have plenty of players that we've been talking about for years sitting in the minors still that I still feel like could be providing value to this bullpen. And it can't hurt, right? Like if Yaramil Geraldo is holding up a spot for someone else, they literally can't do worse than him.
Yeah.
He's thrown 3 games, pitched 1 2/3 inning in 3 games and given up 4 runs. Like 2 home runs. I don't know. 2 of the 3 hits he's given.
It's annoying. I said this last week, and I still feel the Orioles are going to finish 27th in bullpen at the end of the season. And
yeah, I just think it's so crazy the way that, like, I guess just because it's so early, how anything could change. I mean, literally last episode we were talking about some of the brighter spots of this bullpen and how we thought that like they could be some surprises and maybe. I mean, I didn't think this bullpen was going to be like top 10, but like keep it in between 20 and 10 in the rankings.
I also want to say, if you haven't turned us off yet because of our negativity, I also want to say if last year was different, we probably wouldn't be talking like this.
If last year was 2023 or 2024, we feel much better. It's just like this is in my mind. I look back to late 20. So we had 2023, obviously great season, build in the playoffs, whatever. Young team didn't do great in the playoffs. So we were so optimistic heading into 2024, and we were like just skyrocketing up until about the All-Star break, and then we've just been on a descent. And last season, just straight descent. There was no optimism at all last year. It was all down. And then all season, Pete Alonso, Taylor Ward, and now we're just right back to you.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where last season the beginning of the season is the reason that everything went to crap. You know, we just started off so bad.
Because the second half of the year we were fine.
Yeah, right. And
but like not good, but like we were okay.
Yeah, you're 500. And then you're like, okay, well, luckily we could start back at 0-0 and kind of build back and just, last year was real fluky, a lot of things happening. And now it's going right back to it. It's just frustrating. You have a good point that you put on our list here of can the Orioles win on days that Trevor Rogers doesn't pitch? Boy, I don't think so. We've won one game without him starting. Yeah,
that's my thinking. I don't know if we can.
You just think it has to get fluky, right? I mean,
you think so? You would think. He's gonna. Is he our Jacob deGrom? like with the Mets? Is he or Jacob deGrom?
You want more bad news? He's a free agent after this year.
Yeah, and we won't sign him. Don't worry. I mean, look, okay, this is what I'll say. I'm looking at our record from 2023. 9 games into the season, we were 4-5.
Yeah.
So we can't come back. I'm just hoping that after that game that we beat the Twins and we were 3-3, I'm hoping that's not the last time we see 500 this year.
So if I were to tell you there's a free agent right now that last year,
I already know who you're talking about. I don't know why he's not on the team.
That last year went 10-4, 10-4 in the American League East, and he's a free agent right now, and his name's Lucas Giolito.
Yeah, I don't even get me started. He must have pissed off someone because I can't imagine why he's not signed. By the Orioles, by the Rockies, by the Phillies, by the Red Sox, like literally could be any team ever. There is not a single team he wouldn't help out.
Is he willing to wait the whole until the All-Star break? Like, how long are you gonna wait? Because
I don't know.
If you sign him right now, you still are waiting a month until he gets to you.
I want to know, like, is it a thing that he's getting offers and he just doesn't like it and he's just waiting out, or is it a thing that no one's coming to the table? Like, it's so confusing how Patrick Corbin got signed. The Blue Jays signed Patrick Corbin. You're telling me they didn't go to Lucas Giolito before Patrick Corbin?
Crazy. I mean, I'm looking at the Orioles, and I'm like, you're telling me that
Patrick Corbin isn't even or not Patrick Corbin, excuse me. Giolito comes into this team. He's not the worst starting pitcher on our team.
No, he's third best.
You say that. I would say there's maybe one rotation in baseball, and I'm not even gonna try and figure out which one it is that might be good enough to say that he isn't good enough to make it. But there's genuinely no one. Shoot, put him in the bullpen. I don't care.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to happen, so guys, don't get your hopes up. But I just don't know how the ownership of the Orioles, the general management, is looking at this pitching staff saying this is good enough.
I don't understand it.
But so anyway, I still think Kyle Bradish is going to turn around. I do.
I do too. I hope so.
I also still think that Shane Baz is good. I think, but Shane Baz is a 3. I don't think they keep trying to sell you that he's can be a future 1. I don't believe it. But you know what, Orioles fans? I also didn't think that Trevor Rogers was worthy of a pitching spot on the Orioles until last year. So I am easily proved wrong, and I love being proved wrong.
Okay, this is all I'm going to say before we move on to our next subject. In 2014, which is the best Orioles team, I believe, in my lifetime, best Orioles season in my lifetime for a fact, the Orioles were below 500 on April 22nd. They were 9-10 on April 22nd. So if we can get back to April I'll give them till April 23rd to be 500 and above for the rest of the season. And if they're not there, I'm selling on the season. I'm quitting the podcast too. I'll be done with all Orioles.
No, you're not.
Well, we're just going to become, instead of Eutaw Street Banter, we'll be the Chavez Ravine Banter, and we'll be full Dodgers.
Yeah. We can't because we've already paid for the domain for the EutawStreetBanter.com. So,
we can just do it. Do the Google where it's like if you type in the other name, it just goes to there.
Right, right. Yeah. So I mean, I hate myself the fact that I still am just waiting for us to turn it around.
It's so hard. Like, this is my only thing is I'm looking at the pitching. I have no faith in our current bullpen to turn it around, really. Some guys I think can come back in good season, but this bullpen's not going to be we're not going to have 8 guys in this bullpen that are really good. I've just come to terms with that at this point. But I just can't help, and this just brings us on to the next point, I guess. So what is the problem with the offense? And I just know that Craig Albernas stays up at night thinking about this question because I could, looking at the stats, I couldn't tell you because I sat here for a while and racked my brain. What could possibly be the reason? Because I feel like watching this offense, they are just god-awful. Awful. Nothing good. But we have a lot of really, they're not bad. Purely looking at stats.
Yeah.
Adley Rutschman has had, Adley Rutschman, great season from him so far. Taylor Ward's stats are great. Henderson's not too bad. His OPS is good. Bat average isn't great. Alonso's still warming up, I think. Beavers is looking incredible. Leody Taveras should be starting every day at this point. Blaze Alexander, like you said, he gets on base and has a hit basically every at-bat. And then Kobe Mayo, his bat's, I think, starting to warm up a little bit. Still some rough strikeouts, but His defense looks great too, so that keeps up with it. I look at this.
Adley's having a career year right now. Like
Adley had
a career beginning.
Career year at the plate and behind the plate. He's looked Kevin Brown said it during the game on Saturday. He Gold Glove caliber defense right now. It's ridiculous. I just don't I'm looking at these stats and I just don't know what's going wrong. I really don't. I don't know if it's situational hitting, which there's no stat to really quantify that as much. I'm looking. The Orioles, if we're just looking at batting average, say we're looking at batting average right now, right? Orioles have the 7th highest batting average in all of baseball. And same with on base percentage and slug and even some expected stuff, we're top 10.
Yeah.
And even RBIs, we're 15th in the league in RBIs. For runners in scoring position stats, we have the 7th highest batting average of runners in scoring position. I don't know.
Was a couple of guys that I'm impressed with. Taylor Ward is doing great.
He's really bounced the first series.
Yeah, he has 3 doubles already, 9 hits out of 31 at bats, so he's batting at 290. But doing really well. Yeah, I also really I'm not a fan of him in the leadoff spot, but he sees a lot. He has 6 walks already, leading the team in walks. So obviously he's one of the most patient guys at the plate. The guys that are impressive me, man, Taveras, and Blaze Alexander. I'm really impressed with those two. Not expecting them. Beavers is absolutely mashing. I love seeing that. Tyler O'Neill is doing exactly what we thought he'd do, batting a 125. Just can't. He had a home run, and that's pretty much what's keeping him in the lineup.
Here, I have a question for you, Cody. You just said you said one name, and there's another name. So we have Enrique Bradfield Jr. in AAA right now, and he's doing he's had some good bunt singles. He's putting the ball out on the ball, playing defense very fast. We already know that. How long do you wait for, say, Tyler O'Neill to heat up before you try to do something with him, whether that's move him in a trade or drop him or something, or Phantom IL at this point? I'd be okay with that. But or even Cowser does not look that great.
No,
you can't take Beavers out of the lineup.
Yeah, can't take him out. Yeah, Cowser looks terrible.
Is there a chance that in a few weeks here, if Cowser still hasn't figured it out, you send him down and you call up Bradfield, just try to get a spark, something?
Yeah, I don't know.
At this point, if we have a runner on second base and no outs, I might want Zico Bradfield Jr. Enrique Bradfield. Sorry, I don't know where I got Zico from. Enrique Bradfield Jr. off the bat more than anyone else because I know he's laying a bunt down.
Hey, so Adley Rutschman is at second. Okay, there's bases loaded. Adley Rutschman's at second. On the team right now, who do you want up to bat? If Gunnar Henderson's at first.
So Gunnar and Adley, Dylan Beavers.
Okay. I'd say Blaze Alexander.
I would say.
Isn't that crazy?
Beavers. I would say. So I'm just assuming in this. I would say either Taylor Ward or Dylan Beavers or Blaze Alexander. Honestly, actually, no. I'm sorry. Give me Leody Taveras. He's had 10 at bats and he's batting 500 or something like that.
Isn't that crazy that those are your I thought at the beginning of the year I'd say Pete Alonso. I thought especially Pete Alonso. Same with Basayo.
Which I will say, I think Basayo, he's just taking some time. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He's hitting the ball hard. That's the only benefit right now. He's hitting the ball hard.
We said the same thing last year, and they never did get warmed up.
Well, yeah. I think with him, I expect him to him as a player. I think will be good. The entire offense as a whole, though, who knows?
He did hit a line drive off the batter's eye the other night. That was crazy.
That was good.
But yeah, it's just been frustrating. It's been frustrating. And like I said,
it's frustrating when the Yankees win every single game they play.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get going. And the next time that we are on this podcast, we are going to have positive news. If you go back, which you will not do this, and go back and watch our last year's podcast, we have them all on YouTube and all that good stuff. I said this after every single time.
And
it never did. But I have faith this year.
I do too.
I have faith that we're going to have our starters start to make 6 innings and keep our bullpen out of the game as much as possible. I think our starters can do that. 3 out of our top 5 starters, I believe, can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that happens. I hope that it's not the All-Star break, and we're selling Taylor Ward, and we're selling Trevor Rogers. I
don't. It really just feels like second half last year all over again. Because at least first half you can just make up some excuses like, oh, they still have a chance to come back. But by All-Star break, there was just no.
Before we jump off, so who's going to AAA when Jackson Holiday comes back?
When Jackson Holiday comes
probably
back?
Probably coming back this week. Yeah.
He would be coming back soon. It's probably Jackson.
Probably is. And he doesn't deserve it.
I would say, I don't know. God,
but you have to.
I wish we didn't sign Tyler O'Neill. That was such a terrible signing. 3 years. Why would we ever do that? What was Michael Elias thinking?
He's trying to get a power right-hander. It just
should have just waited a year, and we got stupid the polar bear that can't hit nothing anyway. Neither of them can hit nothing. That's why we got two.
Hopefully, I think Pete Alonso will. I think Pete Alonso.
No, I think he will too. He's he's slow. That's all it is.
Well, I think he's just he came in putting Baltimore on his back.
Yeah. And
I think we just need to. Yeah, we need. You know what? We're gonna go on a 9-game win streak, and all life will be good. Right?
Hey, I would love to come back on here and we have the same amount of losses.
Yeah.
Love. That would be great.
So
I don't expect that to happen, but
it's gonna happen. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us here on another.
I was just so happy.
Yeah, we just wanted to get on and make sure that we kept everybody updated. Remember, we are on YouTube. If you're watching us, we're on YouTube. We're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So please subscribe, give us a 5-star rating. That way, when people see our podcast, they know how uplifting and positive of a podcast we are.
Yeah.
Because we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, or we're on X, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on all that good stuff. Elijah's crushing it. Every win that the Orioles win, Elijah's put the video on TikTok, so he's put four videos on. Yeah, so
I'll put it on. Maybe Cody will get on there eventually. We'll get him. Cody's going on a cruise, so we'll have a poolside or in the nice ocean in the background or something like that video. That's if we win it again.
Yeah, we won. We're not gonna lose another game.
Exactly.
All right, 9-game win streak starting now.
Have
a great rest of your week, everybody. Thank you.
See ya.